in are really upset right now.
Comms are down. Comms are down. All right, it says we're broadcasting again, and now we got the lash. Okay, so now I know if it doesn't, that notification doesn't come immediately. It's never coming. All right, should be up and running now. Apologies.
So this is what I really like about this F2 racing here. I mean, the top five are really like the guy in P5 can see the guy in P1. So when you're in P5 and you can see the leader, you know that it's just it doesn't take much for you to for that driver to make a mistake and you to gain the position.
Yeah, especially on a quick track like Monza. So while we did cut away, I missed it. Was Villeneuve did jump up past Private.
Oh, we did.
So Private was a little bit wide there. I wonder if he picked up a warning, if he slowed down enough. But yeah, Villeneuve up in first.
No excuse for me having missed it, but check it out. I mean, they're all P1 through P5. Let's see, how do I do this here? We go to leader. So fifth is only 3.8 seconds behind.
Jeez. Yeah, especially if you're Hightower, you're watching Villeneuve and Private are going to battle. If Sori and Gord can battle a little bit,
Absolutely.
he'll just cruise right on up.
Yeah, there's really no better feeling than seeing a couple of guys that you're trying to catch up to be in a battle, because you know you'll catch them. that's how I
like
get through
on this turn
the
coming
race.
up. If one of them tries to pick a battle there, that's going to slow everybody down. Karsank and Jinnit in a little drag race down to the first. Some curb action there. Got battles all up and down the grid. Yeah, what is that? It's not even neon green. I don't even know what color green that is. Anyways.
That's going to bother you. You're going to have to ask him in the chat, Discord.
Dang, right now, yeah, 7th and 8th is our best battles. You love to see it. Just holding each other's hands around the Lesmos.
Oh, so I got a 3-second penalty. So Carson has a really good shot here. Can he do it? He's going to the inside. You should have this covered up, no problem. Yep. Of course, now Janet will have him coming down the front straight.
Yeah, made him go as wide as he could.
And actually, he's got the inside covered here. He might be able to force...
He's creeping.
Carson just a little wide.
Oh, yeah, should be able to scoot right in there, yep.
And now Carson will get the advantage, though.
Yeah, because I believe he'll have DRS. Or I guess there is no DRS.
Yeah, he should.
Is there? Yeah.
Oh, Janet does.
Oh, wow. And yet... Yeah, Karsak was gaining on him for a little bit there. So DRS saves him on this lap. Something tells me they're not quite done.
So Villeneuve has built up a second and a half over Private, but Soy now is hounding Private. Private seems to be... Something might be wrong with the car. I don't know.
Yeah, both Soy and Gord are on him now.
I mean, Soy's got him really
Yeah, just coming
easy
out of
here.
that turn, wow.
I think Soy dropped his cup. And he's trying to pick it up off the floor of the car. Oh! Gourd sauce now. Whoa.
Following as close as you can. Never fun when the guy in front of you also has DRS.
Yeah, right.
Soy's got to pick a side. Who's he going to hold off here?
My. Wow. Great move by Gordo.
Yeah. Janet throwing down some fastest laps while also battling.
Villeneuve now 2 seconds up.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Soar's kind of a bumper now, with everyone behind him battling.
Private might make a move here. He's getting to the inside of Gord.
Yes, he is.
Oh, nice recovery by Gord Sauce. Did not give up the position. Good, clean racing. I love it.
Looks like Spot Ups is recovering from a moment he had there. But they're going to go again, Private and Gord.
I would think Private would have him. He seems... Ooh. Gord moves to the outside.
Ooh, really... Yeah. I was watching from Hightower's view from behind. He just had to wait. There was nowhere for him to go. Because neither Gord or Private weren't giving up there. I feel like you got to have great control over the car in F2 to be driving like that.
Yeah, and it's just great to see these guys racing this way. It's awesome. Ooh, Gortats went deep.
Yeah, so did Hightower, went a little wide.
Unfortunately, we only have 9 cars, but can you imagine if we had 18 to 20 cars? How could we ever keep up with all the action that would be at our disposal? I mean, it would be...
Yeah, Hightower's making a move right now, but yeah, between these 3 and then, was it Spot Ups, Jinnit, Karsong in the back, also bunch of battles. So Hightower made the move and then held on that stretch because he's got DRS as well. So Private on the back foot in 5th now. Top 3 separating a little bit.
Costco, let me ask you, what is the name you see for P9 right now?
Swelly.
Okay, me too. So Monday night, doing the race with Jinnit, and so Swelly 74 is JXW.
Okay.
And
yeah.
So so Bigga was like, I see JXW on my screen, and I was like, well, I see Swelly, and we couldn't figure out
that makes
why.
No sense. I mean, because it would still be 2 completely different profiles.
Right. So something's wrong with our Bigga and his setup.
Yeah, no, couldn't be yours. Couldn't be yours.
You've won. Us. I mean, we see the same thing.
Yeah, we just won 2-1. Some with crossplay and big up to something.
Will Private be able to get by Gordsauce? Gordsauce has proven to be quite good at defending. He's going to have to brake really late here, and he tries. Great job by Private, giving him plenty of room. Oh, and there you go. A little slip up by Hightower.
I thought Hightower was looking pretty good there until that exit.
Yeah. It seemed like both had a plan, and unfortunately for Hightower, his kind of folded.
Right at the end. Ooh,
Ooh,
did he touch
was
him
that
in
a
the
tap?
back? Oh no. Yeah, that turn's just asking for trouble when you're close.
So this is the last lap
Yeah,
of
he might
the
have missed
sprint
his
race.
chance there. But Sawyer and Gordon Sauce both jumped up 6 spots. Ooh, a spot up says DNF'd.
Ooh, coming out of the second turn of Lesmos. Yeah, a very popular place to spin out. And it's really weird. You spin out, and even though you spin and go to the right, the oversteer is usually what happens to me anyways, and what I witness a lot, which is weird. You'd think you keep carrying on to the left, but
Then you send it the other way. So it's Villeneuve, and then Gordon and Sawyer were battling there at the end. Gordon clipped him and get the P2, Sawyer in third.
well, hopefully I don't wish anything bad on any of these drivers, but safety car wouldn't have been a bad thing here to kind of bunch everybody up again.
There'll be more time in the race
Yeah,
for that to happen.
And looking forward to the strategies too. The different strategies.
Yeah, because it's always contested at the start, of course, but knowing that there theoretically should be a little less traffic throughout the race.
Mm-hmm.
Want to get as clean a start as possible.
Yeah, that's something I got to work on. My starts are absolutely horrendous.
So I race with traction control off, but I can't do the starts with it off. It's so bad.
Yeah, so I don't have it on either, and I am so bad at it. I mean, yesterday I started the race P5. I was in last place by the time we got to the second turn.
It was literally in Monza last season, I think, was one of the races I did, and I literally spun out and DNF'd at the start.
Oh,
Trying to do
I
traction control
remember
off.
that.
It was so... I don't think I had raced in like 3 weeks. Practiced, got on, crashed myself before the first turn. I was like, okay, maybe commentating is the move for me.
That's 4 weeks that I miss a race.
Right, yeah. So I can't get hurt if I don't spend any time practicing.
Oh, me either. And I wish I could practice more. This is the only game I actually play. I don't play anything else, and I don't play this enough. But I find that if I'm able to spend maybe 3 hours a week, I am far more competitive.
Oh yeah, see, but that's honestly why I find this game for me fun, because like other EA games, I'm usually pretty good at, and this one I am not. And so like I actually have to practice. You've
Yeah.
actually got to learn some things. I can't just throw it on. Ooh, and the
There
rain's
was a
back.
league before I joined this league. I was briefly in another league, and part of their oh, rain, here we go, Costco. We got our ultimate equalizer.
Right, as if F2 wasn't enough.
Yeah, but that other league, they actually had within their rules that you should practice 2 hours a week.
If I was doing a race,
should.
I mean, I wouldn't do less. Like, wouldn't just hop on. But again, that's because I am naturally not very good. I gotta practice to get up to average. But yeah, F2 Monza in the rain. I don't envy them.
Nope. Yeah, I look up in the above the paddock there. I see girls in tank tops.
Yeah, what is?
Nobody
read the weather report. Dude in cargo shorts. one chick in a dress?
Yeah, what, like 4 or 5 umbrellas? Oh, 6, 7. Boy, there's somebody readied up fairly
Ooh.
quickly. These are all experienced veterans, really.
Yeah, I wonder, I mean, with no setups and
Oh, you're right.
if it's going to be full wets, maybe you don't have to do much, but
Yep.
hopefully everyone's
Great,
ready.
great point.
Don't know if that was intentional or not, but
Makes sense, that's for
quick
sure.
race, a good race.
So in the race, all right, so this is interesting, and I find it, I totally understand. Um, it was, I think it was Lunar Jedi last night. No, actually, it was Monday night in Tier 1. The race in Singapore was going to be was going to be rain, and he
As if you
didn't
need to
set
go
a
any
time.
slower on that track.
He didn't set a time, and I asked him about it. He ended up finishing on the podium, but he said he was deathly afraid of starting at the front because he says that he's not good at starting the race, and so he decided that just starting at the back would be the best thing for him.
I'm feeling really validated here because all last season I literally couldn't do race starts, and I didn't want to do the whole race on medium traction just because of my starts. So if
No,
even
yeah,
Lunar, who's way faster, is feeling that way, yeah, this
yeah,
year
yeah.
it just seems so sensitive. It's so touchy.
I wonder if that's. I mean, I feel like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing because I just get blown away. Maybe everybody else is on traction control,
But the
which would help.
alternative is
But
spinning out if you try
yeah.
to go too quick.
So Gordsaw says, I'm going to hurry up and get to the front here.
Yeah, good lord.
No, it's the gourd sauce.
Damn, right? That's what I say. I don't know what
So
happened
yeah,
there.
that's interesting.
That was an even further gap than Jeanette had in the other formation lap.
Yep, yep.
In this weather, those tires would be so screwed in real life.
All right, here we go. Love
Yeah,
it.
we're just about ready. 15 laps will do. Hit the lights, we are racing here. F2 time in Monza. Someone's jumping up spots already in the back. Hightower and Villeneuve not off to a good start, but it looks like Gord's going to be able to hold his spot in the first turn. Oh, what a terrifying turn this is.
Great job, though, by these guys. Wow.
Yeah, the middle of the pack looked like they were touching a little bit. But everybody clean through the first couple turns.
Oh,
Ooh, what is
Carson.
Private?
Oh,
Private
there-
just went flying through. Or was it spot ups? I see Hightower with the crash in the back. I have no idea what just happened during that turn.
Yeah, high tower spun.
One of the orange cars went flying through that turn. Private got the penalty, so I thought it was him, but then he was not ahead. He was kind of spun out in the back. I don't know what just happened there.
So Hightower did sustain damage. I think he's got the left front end plate is gone. And
Yeah, I
Private
saw
already
him
has 3 seconds.
crunch into the wall. Oh, okay, I'm looking back. It was Private. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. He just had to bail out. Went flying through that corner. Brakes are not listening in this rain. Swelly creeping up. He should get this well done in time. Ooh, Spot Up's not careful. Jinnit is
No.
going to come right in as well.
Oh! Swelly kind of locked up a little bit. Oh,
Yeah,
he's lucky.
Jinnit had nowhere to go. He was going faster than both the cars in front of him, but loses out there. There's just no room here.
Oh, wow. So Spot Up had to give up his
he's really bailed out there.
Yeah.
Like Carsonk through as well. The whole back of the pack is right next to each other.
Oh, Carson almost got into the back of Jinnit. Yeah, I think Spot Up maybe thought that Jinnit was closer to him than he was on his side. It seemed like he just bailed and went straight through to avoid contact.
Yeah, so turn 4 and 5 causing massive issues these first 2 laps.
Oh, Jinnit!
Ooh, a little too aggressive there. He is absolutely flying, but there's just not enough room. He's got to pick his spots, but yeah, he's
trying to warm up his tires.
Flying through everyone.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Carson that's doing that, weaving. My bad.
Yeah, no, Jinnit's as warm as it gets. He's flying through everyone. But he keeps running.
Yes. Swelly's going wide.
Yeah.
Having a hard time staying on track.
Yeah, the only issue for Jinnit is that he's been going too fast and he just comes up to the back of several people battling in front of him.
Oh, battle up front here.
Yeah.
P1. Great job by George Husk.
Yeah, I love the slow pace battle in the first turns.
And I talk about this all the time in Tier 1 watching the race. I just love seeing the great driving,
That's what makes all the difference.
Just not being a, headlong fucking.
Yeah, it's not like
bombs.
It's not about who's going as fast as they can or who's going faster at the break point.
Yeah, I enjoy the cranial part, if you will. The setting the driver up in front of you, and if you don't have the position, you just back out, or if you have not put yourself in the position to take the position, you just back
that's
out
kind of
and live to
what
fight
we just
another
saw.
day.
Yeah, with these front two.
Exactly.
Just doing a little bit of a dance, but now it's good stuff.
So Jinnit all the way up to P3 now.
Yeah, and he's hunting the other two down.
Yeah, and what we were talking about in the sprint race, he's very happy to see those two nose to tail basically, and watch them battle it out.
Yeah, looks like Sora's gonna go on the outside. Oh no, Sora's on the inside there. Ooh, wheels are touching a little bit. Oh, they're touched there for sure.
Again, they didn't take each other out,
Yeah, they're going slow enough. The momentum on that turn just takes you out wide. Luckily, it's slow. But yeah, Jinnit again. There's gonna be no room here. He's got to slow down. Almost goes into the back of Soy. Villeneuve also looking to make a move in the back.
Whoa!
Keep it under control, boys.
Oh, do you see that? Oh my God, Gord's so. I think
on the grass right now. Soy was.
Oh my God.
These three playing fair, not necessarily nice. Three cars can't fit into this turn here, folks. Some patience there from Jinnit. Ooh, Soy finds himself all up on those curbs.
Yeah.
Bumpers, what have you there, through Ascari. He lost out for sure there.
Don't let Jinnit get away from you guys.
I don't know if they're going to have a say in it. He is flying through. Ooh, he's on the grass now. Jeez.
Yeah. And he was able to maintain control. That is Great stuff.
Yeah, so several guys choosing the grass while weaving through these battles. Oh man,
Oh,
now
sorry.
Soy was flying through, but he's gonna have nowhere to go.
Careful, careful. Oh, wow.
Is that the...
Oh,
no! There's the
oh.
contact! Oh man.
That,
They saved it, but it definitely... Oh.
yeah, it cost them time to jam
Yeah,
it.
they weren't playing the odds. What was that? I think like the third lap they've gone through that turn together.
But again, what I see there was actually, I mean, ooh, sorry, went really deep there. The understanding that if they really fight too hard, they're both out, essentially.
Yeah, neither
And,
car looked out of control. They touched. They both were thrown off definitely more than they wanted. So they're like, all right, let's reset here.
Yep, yep.
But
And now Carson, oh my
yeah,
word.
now we have Jinnah out front and the rest of the grid battling. Second through, what, 6th, 7th? Oh, this should be a good couple laps here. Soy, Loco, and Gord not sick of each other yet.
Was it you that was calling a race that we had here last season or the season before where there was successive laps in which coming down the front straight, I was one of them. Oh
no!
Whoa.
What happened there? It didn't even...
That Gord just kind of lost control.
Yeah,
no contact,
looked like he did
nothing.
that on his own.
Coming down this front straight, basically I split the two cars that were in front of me and gained the two positions, and then the very next lap it happened again. I thought it was you that was calling the race, and
it might have been. I can't remember. If it was just like 2 seasons ago, I probably would have forgotten.
I only remember because I was one of them. I only remember that moment because I thought it was so fucking cool that I split the two guys and passed them, and it was caught on stream. And then the very next lap,
it's another drag race
again with other drivers, completely different, and thought that was pretty neat. Anyhow,
no, I remember whatever race I commentated, I screwed up, hopped in late. And so my AI took a car, and it caused all sorts of issues. So I was like, oh god. Monza's always scared me since.
yeah, nothing worse than ruining somebody else's race.
It was my ghost. Swelly's moved back up here. He's in the thick of it now, looking for a podium.
So Jinnah now is 5 seconds up on these guys.
Oh yeah, he's in cruise control here. At a very fast pace though.
Carson, he went
way
to
wide there.
Yeah, way to the left side of the green. Man, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 6 cars, 7 cars, really nose to tail pretty much.
Yeah, they're all going to be looking at the podium.
Gord Sauce is back up in contention with these guys after his little scare coming out of the...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if or when someone can quite make a move. Looks like Swelly does now have the chance. It's almost though like, is it going to hurt someone trying to make the move? They're going to be the one that might lose out. Everyone else can just keep going.
Right, and
ooh.
I've seen that many times where somebody gets a little too aggressive to try to make a move, and then they lose out. Wow.
Speaking of aggressive, 4 cars going through Ascari.
Yeah, remember that comment I was saying that some of these guys are saying that the cars are
Yeah.
easier to drive side by side. Just seeing it.
I was gonna say I'm definitely a firm believer of them because they're carrying it through the whole turns.
Yeah, and
Usually something goes wrong.
and even with the a little bit of contact, they're able to save the car.
Yeah, it seems like I wouldn't
I
begin to
wonder
know
if
the
it,
physics, but it seems like the momentum doesn't have them flying all the way to the outside. Don't
so
know
we
what
got
happened to
Gortsas
Gord.
boxing. I don't know. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's a
follow him into the
shame.
pits here.
That'll do his race in. Just as he was creeping up.
Just tires. Huh. Interesting.
Are they not doing wets the whole way through?
He's on the wets. Yeah.
Just newer wets.
So yeah, it's kind of a head scratcher.
Something going wrong on the pit wall there.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, what are you saying?
meanwhile, back at the front, you get Swelly and Carson.
Swelly seems like he's got the pace. He just hasn't been able to pick his moment.
What's Swelly going to do? He's going to the outside, which puts him to the inside of the next part of this turn, but not going to happen.
Doesn't get there first.
Probably got a warning for that.
Yeah, really loses out there.
So there's a great point right there.
Spot ups came right into the back. Tried to swerve out of the way. Probably would have been fine for an overtake, but the rain started sending his car. It was a good save, though.
I was going to say that was a great case in point there where Swelly was trying to make a move in an area that probably was questionable, and he lost out. He dropped back 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to be anywhere near near anybody through Ascari. Try to hit it, and then you got a couple turns afterwards. Maybe you could do something.
Oh, a little tap by Spot Up into private. I'm trying to get him to go a little faster.
That's just teammates helping teammates.
Yeah.
So Villeneuve is also pit.
Oh, no kidding.
And he's on new wets. I'm confused. The wet's not going to go 15 laps?
I don't know. I mean, you don't need to pit.
Oh.
You don't need to go onto a... Yeah, well, they're not going onto a second compound, so... Yeah, I don't know.
But the fact that multiple people have done it is head-scratching for sure.
Yeah, so Swelly has not been able to recover from that attempted overtake through Ascari. Whoa! Whoa! Get a little squiggly. You never know in these conditions, though. I mean, it doesn't take too much for a car to go out of control and perhaps bring out the safety car. And we got somebody else boxing now. Is that that is?
So is the
Swelly.
tire wear really that bad?
I see. I'm looking at Swelly's front tires. Oh, and we have private in as well. Interesting.
All right,
Okay.
then we are just not in the know. The tires, the wear is that much?
Because none of them had changed their wing. They simply went for tires.
So the top four have carried on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's effectively ended all those battles for now. But I'm so confused. Are they going to have to pit?
I don't know. I mean, do you think
I wasn't even gonna bother putting the tires up on display, but I guess now it's important.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
I thought it would just be wets.
I thought maybe it was, raining harder, or maybe Mark, the engineer, is calling them, telling them it's going to be heavy rain, and these guys are opting to go for the newer tires now. I mean, because there are no puddles out there right now that I can see.
I'll give Janet a little love, go on board with him to check the weather. He's still throwing down fastest laps. So his old tires are doing fine.
So let's see. So maybe you can help me with this, Costco. So Janet to Win It has changed his name yet again from whatever it was last time to Matt Legin, and he said once, he said, GP, if you could tell me what that means, I'll be your friend for life. I said, okay. I don't know if I really want that, but so anyhow.
Well, you and I can be friends because I have no idea what that's supposed to be about, too.
So yeah, I know it's like Matt. I don't know, and I refuse to look it up because like you're gonna look it up. No, fuck that. I'm not gonna look it up. I don't. Okay, I'll try to figure it out.
It's gonna
on my
turn
own.
up being something you shouldn't be Googling.
Right? Yeah, probably. So the first of the fresh wet drivers is Swelly. He is half a minute behind Spot Up in P4. So Swelly P5, 30, almost 32 seconds behind Spot Up. So these guys up front they have a pit stop free pit stop.
Yeah, even if they have to pit. Which I was not expecting that they would, but they've got the runway.
Another fastest lap for Janet to win it. Yeah, all those close battles have really been thrown away by these guys.
I'm so curious. I will definitely be asking those guys like what was going on
for
with
sure.
pit stops. Because that ended that whole middle of the grid for the podium fight.
So, what, 3.5 laps left to go. Janet with another purple first sector. Oh! He can't have another purple second sector because he got a little
flirting with disaster there.
What's that?
I said, was he flirting with disaster? Is he pushing it?
Pretty much. Yes, sir. Molly Hatchet.
11 seconds isn't enough for him.
He's got the purple sector, second sector.
What?
Man on a mission, he says, hey, man, I'm in England. It's freaking 1:15. I want to get this race over with.
Right. Faster he can finish, faster he can go to bed.
So, all right, Gourd Sauce is starting to contest Swelly.
Yep, trying to save some of the places he lost earlier. Yeah, that's like Janet's like 4th fastest lap in a row.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. You may have heard of Nigel Mansell, F1 racer back in the 80s and 90s. I think it was the British Grand Prix. He set 11 consecutive fastest laps.
Good
lap
Lord.
after lap after lap. Yep.
It was the mustache.
That was I was a big fan of his. That was my guy. My brother was an Ayrton Senna fan.
As most were. Yeah,
So
Gordon
Swelly's-
Swelly. Yeah, they got a good battle going here. Gord overtook him, but then he lost out on the DRS. Finds himself looking at the virtuosi back wing there.
Yeah, so with no DRS, these guys really can't. How do I want to phrase this? I mean,
I guess that
basically
would,
set
yeah,
up.
that does completely change where you're going to pick your battles.
Yeah, yeah, you really can't like set
I wasn't
yourself up
thinking
and
about.
maybe fool the other driver or try to get that better exit to take advantage of it. That's pretty much out.
Just got to have that much cleaner of an exit.
Ooh, Swelly got a
Just
little
like
loose
that,
there.
yeah.
You caught it. That's what got to happen.
That'll do it. Oh, he recovered pretty well, though. He's on the inside. Oh, I just saw that, too. Swelly's, like, driver looked like he was looking down. So strange.
So it just amazes me, these guys side by side through some of these turns. It's great to see. There goes Swelly.
Especially through the fast ones.
Yeah, yeah, no contact in that last one, but even if they do touch, it seems like they're able to maintain control and carry on.
Yeah, I only blame the engineers, whoever was whispering into the ears of everyone who pit.
Yeah, we got to get to the bottom.
Yeah, the racing on the track was great.
Oh, Swelly kind of... Yeah, he kind of
That
lost
turn has
out
been
there
a
big
menace
time.
for not just him, but almost everyone.
So Jinnett starting the final lap. Soy in P2 is 14 seconds behind him.
Yeah, Carson can just see Soy Loco, but probably not going to be enough time to make up any ground. But he's on for a podium. But that's... I mean, what I was going to say would take away from the racing, which was great, but that's what the podium came down to, is the ones that didn't pit. So they had faith in the tires.
Yeah, Jinnett just kept setting fastest laps after those guys pit.
When I saw him cutting through other people's battles, I knew he was on a mission. Looks like he's just cruising now.
Yep, just one more turn. It's a turn that you can mess up. I don't wish that upon you, Jinnett.
No, yeah, we saw a couple people go wide, so take it nice and easy.
Boy, he is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Even earlier in that sector, it looked like he was no longer going for the fastest lap. Fastest on track, though, with the dominating win in the rain. Good Lord. Matt Legend, maybe we'll figure out what it means. Soy and Carson, I think they were the two that were battling all up and down this race, so well-deserved P2 and P3 for them. Spot-Up's had a good little recovery there because he had a moment in the beginning, or earlier on. So he's back up in fourth.
Well, it helps that he didn't box. Everybody else behind him
he was
did.
the fourth one, yeah, the top four didn't.
Very curious, and I know that we've all heard the engineer tell us one thing, and you're like, what, when, how come?
Yeah.
No.
And if you see one, like, you chalk it up to that, but half the grid.
Yeah.
Listen, so I don't know what Cody's was feeding them. But I guess Gord comes out on top of that battle of the those that boxed. He gets fifth. But yeah, took several of them just right out of the race. Very weird.
Still a lot of good racing. Love it.
No, it was. Yeah, that's honestly the only reason I'm upset was everything on track was quite impressive. 2, 3, 4 car battles. Definitely in these cars. I'm in awe. I drove one
Good
last
stuff,
year and
huh?
was not impressed with the F2s.
I guess if you're in there and you got a bunch of other guys that are, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like they that looks like fun racing when you can really go side by side with guys. And I mean, no matter what kind of car you're driving in, if you're going to do dive bombs, it's going to cause problems. But in here, they don't need to. They're braking late. The cars stay in control. They're able to go through turns side by side. It's just good stuff.
Yeah, they've definitely got these ones sorted out, even with no setups. Some with no assists, I saw.
Right. We doing interviews or?
Let's see.
I'll leave it up to you.
Janet's in England. I don't know if he'll be.
He usually does come in.
I'll message if they want to do them. I'll do them. Let's see.
Okay. So you got Janet, Soy, and Carson. So I think Carson's on the East Coast. If Asylum was, if I remember Asylum correctly, so it's not too late for him.
I just shot him a message. We'll see if we get anybody. Give him a minute or two.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
So yeah, Janet's strategy not to qualify had a bad moment on the sprint race, but the feature race was more classic Janet.
Yep. Costco, did you leave?
I'm in the party, but the
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
the lobby. There's a quick exit. Now I want to go see. I was just looking at these F2 cars while we waited. Okay, so it's Prima Racing. They're the ones with the Red Bull, and then just green rear wings, and a little bit of green on the front plate for no reason whatsoever.
So we got Janet in here.
Here we go, the winner.
Yeah, we don't want to talk to him right away.
Making sure my voice is allowed to be shared. Very good.
I love hearing your voice.
Yeah.
I hardly ever understand what you're saying when you're calling a race.
Cheers, JP.
It's the enthusiasm that counts.
Is anyone else coming?
Sorry, liked it, the message. Is he gonna join?
Well, I can start with Janet. I mean, it is late for him, so I'll just start with Janet.
You do the interviews.
All right. Janet, my man, great stuff. The sprint race didn't go the way you wanted it to, right? Was it the sprint race? You started P1 and overshot the first turn.
I think I'm the only person in F1 history to do that, like run off Monza T1 and not hit the polystyrene foams.
You went through the little barriers there quite gingerly, I noticed. You eased your way through there. You didn't want to hurt.
Because normally if you go through there too quick, you'll just get an instant 10-second.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So the race went...
The layer in the sprint, I just spun coming out the second Lesmo twice.
The race went a whole lot better for you, obviously. I forget.
Feature, did you?
The feature, yeah. Take us through your race, the highs and lows, if there were any lows.
Just, I don't know, just finding the gaps and just waiting for the opportunity to overtake.
so early on, you did have to bide your time a little bit there. I forget who it was. I think it might have been Gourd Sauce and Soy in front of you that you were watching battle and you're kind of waiting for your moment to get through there. And the patience really worked out for you.
It did. It did, yeah.
Costco, anything for
Dunno.
Matt Legend?
No, I was just looking. I was trying to see if anyone else was going to join. But yeah, no, it was the same thing GP was saying. It seemed like your only problem in the feature race was going too fast. There wasn't enough room down some of the hallways for you. But what was it, by like lap
Alright.
6, 7? Once you got by him, it was smooth sailing.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Janet, that you may or may not be able to answer, but a lot of the guys behind you, I think half the field pit for fresh wets. Was the engineer telling you something that, maybe prompted these other guys to go in and get fresh wet tires? Or?
No, my wets were just shy of 60% on the rears, so they can last the full race. And obviously, with a wet race, you don't have to pit.
Right.
There's no point in losing that time.
Yeah, we were confused. Half the field pit, and then I think right after that you set like 4 consecutive fast laps.
Yeah.
So mistakes were made behind you.
It's because the track was drying slowly. If there's another 5 minutes, it would have been dry.
Oh, gotcha. Nice.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
it was only like 15 laps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, great job, Janet. I don't know if Costco, are these other guys coming in or?
I'm gonna assume no. It was Janet's race
Looking.
anyways, so this is fitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
we can
Janet,
just cap it at that, can't we?
Good stuff, man.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for the entertainment. It was fun to watch.
No problem.
There we go. That's all I got. GP.
Yep, that's it for me.
Well, there we go.
I got my F2 fix for the week.
Yeah. Back to the regular stuff next week. Hopefully less rain, but still great racing. But good race to everybody, and we'll see you next week.
See you, boys. Hey, thanks a lot, Costco. Talk to you later. Bye.